Welcome to my channel and this class with the Big Ball and the Theraband. Let's start off sitting on the ball, taking a deep breath in, reach the arms up, getting a sense of length through the spine, and exhale, calming back. Again, deep breath in, really lengthening up, maybe taking the arms a little bit further back this time to feel that openness in the shoulders, and calming back. One more time. This time, if it feels okay, let's go all the way back, just as far as you feel that openness. And back. Let's do it one more time, just like that. Reaching up and then taking it back. And coming forward. Let's just relax. Relax the top of the head over. Have the hands on the floor and rock a little bit forwards and back. Many small movements that feel good here. Coming up vertebra by vertebra to a long spine. Again, we're going to take the arms up. This time they're going to be right overhead. Going to think of lengthening to go into a side bend. And as the arms reach in one direction, take the hips in the other direction. Coming back. And to the other side. Arms reach towards one side, hips to the other side. And back. Let's do it again. Maybe we can go a little bit further this time. So really reach the top arm towards the opposite wall and the bottom arm a little bit more towards the floor. Coming up. Other side. Top arm reaches towards the wall. Bottom arm reaches towards the floor. And back. Let's do it one last time either side. So really going as far as feels good. Putting the bottom arm down. See if you can relax your shoulders even in this position. And up. And one more time to the other side. So really lengthening both sides of the body as you stretch away. And again, calming over. Open the legs maybe a little bit more. And rock backwards and forwards. This time see if you can straighten the legs even more. Relax the head down. And opening up the back part of the body. Slowly coming up. Comfortable distance between your feet. Let's take both arms back on a back diagonal. Again, relaxing the shoulders as we do this. And then up and over to the other side. We're going to join all that together. So going over to the diagonal, back to the other side. And as we circle the arms around, allow the hips to join in and allow the movement of the hips to get bigger and bigger. As big as feels good, as much movement as feels good for you. Let's go the other direction. So circling the arms around and allowing the movement, the circular movement of the arms to influence what's going on in the hips. Really flowing with the movement. Nice big movement. Opening up the body. Breathing in and out. Let's open the legs even wider. Hands on the floor. And again, bending and straightening the legs. Relaxing the head over. Rolling up vertebra by vertebra. I'm going to take the Theraband in the right hand. I'll turn around to make it easier for you to see. Have the hand behind the back. And then we're going to hold on with the left hand and try and get as close towards the hands as possible. So some of you might actually be able to clasp the hands. Most of us will need the Theraband. So we're going to stay here, lengthening up, and then bring the body forwards on a long diagonal. So the weight is transferring more onto the feet. This position, really think of lifting the pelvic floor and the stomach muscles and coming back. Again, lengthening the spine on a long diagonal. Maybe you can get your hands a little bit closer together. Weight transfers onto the feet, lifting up your pelvic floor and your stomach muscles. And coming back. Maybe bringing the hands slightly closer together if that's possible. Let's do this one more time. Coming forward. So again, finding more length through the spine, all the way to the top of the head. Coming back. Let's change. So left hand goes up, right hand comes around. I'm going to try and get the hands as close together as possible. It might feel pretty different on this side. Lengthening up, relaxing the shoulders down, coming forwards on a long diagonal. So I'm pressing into the floor with my feet, coming back, bringing the hands a bit closer together. Again, lengthening, lifting the stomach, lifting the pelvic floor muscles. And back, hands together even more. One more time. Stay there for a few seconds, breathing. And coming back. I'm going to take the hands forwards, something like shoulder width apart, and straighten the legs. I'm going to open the hands to the sides and start rolling the hips until you feel your lower back getting closer to the ball. Draw the stomach in, pull the hands apart, coming back, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And again, start with curling the hips forwards, drawing the navel back, reaching the fingertips forwards as you open the hands on the Theraband. So really thinking of drawing the stomach in. And coming up, stretch the arms all the way up. Going to do it again, and this time we're going to stay there. So find the position of your feet that works for you. You might want to take them a little bit forwards. And we're going to open the arms to the side and take little pulses. Open, open. And each time we do that, we're going to think of the navel drawing in a little bit more, twice more, and then keep going until your head can relax onto the ball. Reach the arms back and gently sway forwards and backwards. Just making sure your neck is supported. Should feel pretty good. Just one more time, rocking. Lift the arms, the head and shoulder. We're going to walk back, so really using the stomach, pressing the feet into the floor. And again, just a counter stretch over to relax the spine over. As we're going to go one more time. So whatever little movement you need to relax the spine, relax the muscles of the face. Coming up. And again, walking the feet forwards, drawing the stomach in. And stay here for a moment. Continue all the way back. I'm going to continue rocking forwards and backwards, but this time the arms are going to come forwards towards the legs and then go back. I'm bringing the arms forwards and then stretching them back. And just finding the range of motion that feels good for your body, when you might want to stretch the legs and when you might want to bend. Reach back, bend the knees to come forwards. One more time, stretch back as far as feels good. You might even want to straighten your legs all the way. And one more time, coming up, inhale, lift your head and shoulders up, and then as you exhale, draw the stomach in, press your feet into the floor. Relax the top of the head over. Coming up. So we've worked the spine forwards and back. Now we're going to start working more in the spiral. So taking the Theraband, making sure it's as wide as possible, putting it in the base of the ribs, we're going to cross over, elbows in, and we're going to externally rotate both arms. And as you do that, feel the TheraBand drawing your ribs in. So exhale, exhale, exhale all the air out. And then as you inhale, feel the ribs opening the TheraBand. Again, exhale, drawing the shoulders down as arms open. So really feel the ribs drawing in and how that helps you exhale all the air out. Inhale, bringing it back. Let's do that just one more time like that. Exhale. And inhale. Now we're going to add a twist. So this time I'm thinking more of the right arm opening as I rotate to the right. So using that to really squeeze a twist all the way and coming back. And to the left. So the left hand leads and I'm twisting as much as feels good over to the left and back. Let's do it one more time to the right. Really feel how the twist comes from the ribs and back and to the left and back. So we're going to continue with the twist this time. TheraBand comes back in between the hands. Again, gently pulling it apart. Over to the right, twist. Coming back to center, lengthen through the top of the head and twist to the left. And back, let's do that one last time either side. To the right. Can you relax your shoulders down a little bit more? Coming back. And over to the left. Coming back. Gonna pull the stomach in as we walk the feet forwards. And this time as we take the hands, the arms over to the right, think of taking the hips over to the left. Coming back to center. And change. Hands go over to the left. Hips to the right. Center. So working the abdominals, working the obliques. Over to the other side. Let's just do that one last time to the right. And over to the left. Taking the head back, taking the arms back. Rest here for a moment. And then we're going to take full circles. So coming up, we're going to go over to the right, hips go to the left a little bit. Everything goes back and then over to the other direction. Circling the arms, taking as much movement with the hips as feels right. Let's change the direction over to the left, back, and keep circling around twice more. And last time, coming up and relax over. So we've worked a lot of movement of the spine, strengthening the shoulders. We're going to work a little bit more on the legs. So bring the legs together and we're going to tie the TheraBand around, maybe once or twice, depending on the length of your TheraBand. If you have a band, that might be even easier just to get a resistance band. And then if you don't have the band, tie it to a place where you feel a good level of resistance. And again, try and make sure the TheraBand is wide so it doesn't get uncomfortable. Going to open the legs. Do you feel a good sense of resistance on the sides of the legs? And we're going to start bouncing, breathing in and breathing out. So you might just want to continue with that bouncing and that sense of opening, or to add a little bit more, we're going to open the right leg and bring it back, and the left. Open and You might want to stay there. If you want to add on the last thing, we're going to add the arms. So open the arms up, up. Really focusing on the breath, whatever variation you're doing. Breathing deeply in and out. Let's just do last time either side. Coming back to center and allowing the bounces to slowly die down. So I'm already beginning to feel the outside part of my legs working very nicely. I'm going to clasp the hands behind the head. Continue with that sense of pressing the knees against the resistance of the TheraBand. Rolling the hips, walking forwards until your lower back and middle back are supported on the ball. As you inhale, let your head drop back into your hands and open the elbows. And as you exhale, chest lift the head and shoulders up, drawing the stomach in and up. Inhale. Take the head back as far as feels good for you. You relax the head into your hands. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders up. Draw the navel in towards the ball. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen to lift. You're going to stay there, reach the fingertips forwards. You're going to pulse the hands, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep opening the legs against the TheraBand. Exhale, 2, 3. We're just going to do that twice more. In and out. Try and stabilize the ball. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay there. Draw the stomach in even more. One last time. Relax back. Reach the arms back. And then lifting the head and shoulders. Walk the legs back. Place the hands on the sides of the ball. Again, feeling that openness. And we're going to bring the weight forwards onto the feet. This time, the hips are going to come up maybe half a centimeter off the ball and coming back. So just a little bit. Just hovering your sits bones off so the weight transfers onto the legs, opening your legs against the TheraBand and back. Let's do it again. So that sense of lengthening the top of the head, lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the stomach. And back. Next time we're going to go all the way, coming up to standing and turn around. Have your hands on the ball. Reach the ball forward. You're getting a really long stretch through the spine. Going to bend the knees, lengthen even more, and stretch. Bend. Creating more length through the spine and stretch. One more time, bend. And this time as we stretch the legs, we're going to bring the ball in. Place the hands on the center of the ball. Lift the stomach and lift the heels. Keep the stomach lifting, lowering the heels. And again, stomach lifts up, which lifts the heels up. Stomach keeps lifting up as the heels go back down. Let's do it one more time. And down. This time we're going to bend the knees, place the hands on either side of the ball. And we're going to take a squat. So reach your sits bones down as you reach the ball up. So the hands are squeezing into the ball as the legs are squeezing out against the TheraBand. Coming up. Again, going down as low as feels good for you, reaching up the ball like it's an extension of the head. And down. Reach, press down, sitting as far as feels good for your knees. And down. Let's just take it one more time, and I'm going to stay there for a few seconds. It's really lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Coming back. Place the hands on the ball. This time when you bend the knees, we're going to extend the upper back, press down. The hands open the chest. Stretch the legs, stretch the arms. Let's do that one more time. Let's find the position of stability with the hands on the ball. One leg is going to come forwards, and we're going to lift the other leg off. Flex a foot and take little pulses with the heel going up and up. So it's a challenge for the balance as well as everything else. The whole body is working here. Let's change legs. So find the balance on your supporting leg and with your hands on the ball, flex your foot and little pulses up and up. I'm keeping the underneath knee, the supporting leg slightly bent. Just a few more like this. Stay and relax. We're going to come to lying with our stomach on the ball. It's probably will feel better if you have a wall you can place your feet against. If you don't, it's just going to be that much more challenging. Going to press the hands into the ball. Open, lift, lift, lift. And coming back. Let's do it one more time just like that. Press down. Lift the chest and down, and then just place the hands on the floor. And as we transfer the weight forwards, open the legs a little bit and bring them back together as we go down. So just a little rocking, opening the legs and back. One more time and back. Okay, gonna untie, or if you have a resistance band, just take it off, and we're coming back. The ball is traveling around and then coming back. Okay, so again, placing your feet against the wall if that's handy. If not, just press your feet into the wall. And this time when we go up, we're going to take the arms up and down. So you might want to adjust exactly where the ball is so you feel it's supporting your back. It shouldn't be painful for your back. You should feel it working. So find the position. You might need to bring the ball further in and up. And if you find the position that's right for your back, next time we're going to stay there and bend the elbows. Stretch. Bend. Each time you bend, think of opening the chest, maybe even gazing up. And then relax it over. Relax the back and just rocking forwards and backwards a few times. And from here we're going to transition to lying on the backs. Have the ball in front. Lie down and place the legs on the ball. Take the Theraband, open the arms and reach the ball all the way back towards the floor. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale and just peel the tailbone a tiny bit off the mat. And thinking of engaging the pelvic floor muscles and the stomach sinking down. And then the hips go back down. Just take that little movement a couple more times. So really thinking of what's happening in the pelvic floor and seeing how much you can scoop the stomach in. The hips just float a tiny bit off the mat and down. Just do that small movement one more time. Opening up the lower back. And down. Next time we're going to start with that and then continue rolling up vertebra by vertebra until the legs lengthen, toes point in one direction, fingertips point in the other direction. Inhale and exhale, slowly rolling down, vertebra by vertebra, relaxing the back down. And again, rolling up, lengthening out. And on the next exhale, softening each vertebra into the mat. Going up, we're going to stay there, finding the balance. Reach the arms up and press them against the thighs, and the hands want to reach down away from the shoulders. And then as the hips go down, the arms go back. Lift the hips, press the Theraband against the thigh. So think of the shoulders opening as the hips lift and back down. Just do that a couple more times. Find the balance, press, lengthen the legs and down. One more time, just going to stay there, finding the balance, breathing. And slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. So again, making sure the Theraband is as wide as possible. We're going to place it behind the head, so it's really supporting the head. Elbows parallel to each other, pointing towards the ceiling. Inhale. And as you exhale, lifting up, so I'm aiming the elbows towards the thighs, and little pulses, stomach in and in and in. So see how much you can relax your head back into the Theraband. Stay there for a moment. Make sure the neck is really nice and long. Going back, let's place the feet on the ball. Inhale. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders up. This time I'm going to stretch the legs. And keeping the head where it is, just going to bend the knees in so the elbows and the knees maybe even come to touch. And stretching it out. And again, even though the stomach's working, seeing how much we can relax the head into the Theraband. How can we use the stomach without creating tension in the neck? So I'm just going to stay there for a moment with the legs long. Bring the head down. Taking the Theraband and placing it behind the legs. Again, with that sense of opening the arms. Let's start off with the head down and take little pulses. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. And if it feels for your neck, let's continue with the head up. Breathing in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just one more time like that. Breathe in, reach the fingertips forwards and out. Relax your head for a moment. You can choose whether the head is up or down. This time we're going to add the legs. So come up. We're going to breathe in. And as we exhale, one leg floats up towards the ceiling. As we breathe in, it comes down and change legs. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time other side. Last one to the second leg. And relax the neck down. Going to keep one foot on the ball, bend the knee, and place the other foot in the Theraband. Have your elbows pressing into the mat. So now both knees are bent, one foot's on the ball, one's in the Theraband. And as we exhale, we're going to stretch both legs. One's going up towards the ceiling, the other's stretching out on a long diagonal. And then bend both knees in as we inhale. And exhale, stretching it out. Inhale, bringing it back. One more time, and we're going to stay there. So really stretching the back of one leg towards us and lengthening the other leg away. Just staying there for a few seconds to deepen the stretch. And then we're going to take leg circles So the challenge is not to move the ball. How big can we make the leg circles and still keep the leg that's on the ball really stable? Let's change the direction of the circle. Both legs are super long. Notice what the stomach needs to do to help that stability. Going to take both hands to one side to hold on to the TheraBand. I'm with the right leg, so I'm going over to the left. And meanwhile, the other leg is going across. I'm in this cross position, breathing into it. And then I'm opening the right leg to the right and taking the left leg to the left. If you're doing it on the other side, just change that direction. I'm going to do it one more time. Maybe we can go a bit deeper so the legs are going across each other. And opening the legs away from each other. Just going to stay here for a moment and breathe. Let's do all that on the other leg. So one foot on the ball, the other foot's in the TheraBand, elbows by the sides of your body. Inhale, and as you exhale, stretch the legs away from each other. Inhale, bend them in. And again, exhale, reach them away. Inhale, bend. Next time we're going to stay and stretch. So this leg is coming as close to your body as possible, and this one is reaching as far away as possible. So creating length in both legs. And then we're going to start taking the leg circles and seeing how still we can keep the ball and how we need to work in the center to make that possible. Let's change the direction of the leg circles. And you have to focus on the leg that's on the ball. It's a leg that often doesn't get so much attention when we do the leg circles. Now we're going to take the leg across. So with my left leg, I'm going over to the right, and the right leg's going in the opposite direction. So it's like a cross. Stay there for another breath, seeing if you can relax anything in the neck and the shoulders. And then open the legs out away from each other. Let's do it one more time. Maybe we can go a little bit deeper into the twist this time. Feeling the stretch even more. One last time, opening it. Opening the leg, trying to keep the hips stable. Coming back. Let's place the shins on the ball. I'm going to take side to side, so reach the arms up. And then as both hands and arms go over to the right, both legs with the ball go over to the left. So feel the weight onto the left side of the hips. Coming back to center. And then arms go over to the left, knees over to the right, and the weight's on the right side of the pelvis. This feels really nice. So let's just do that a few more times from side to side, reaching the hands in one direction and the knees in the other direction, and using the center to bring it all to center before going the other way. Gonna do one more time like that, either side. Go over to the other side. And you might choose just to stay there. If you want a little bit more challenge, I'm going to take the ball in between the legs, squeeze the legs into the ball, and squeeze the Theraband against the ball, and then reach it all away. Reach the arms and the legs away from each other, bringing it towards and away. It's really challenging for the inside thighs. Now we're going to take that side to side variation, so the legs go over to one side and the arms to the other, and back. And a little challenge for the end of the class. And if you also want to challenge the coordination, we're going to circle the arms and legs away from each other like a sort of a corkscrew variation. Going to the side, circling it away. Just one last time, either side, reaching away, circling. Last one. That's working the entire body, the inside thighs, the stomach, the arms. And just finish off placing the Theraband to the side, placing the legs onto the ball. Just take a little rocking motion. Just play with whatever feels good and releases the muscles that have worked now. Coming back to the breath. Take as long as you want just to lie and relax and listen to the breath. I hope you enjoy doing this class with me, and please subscribe so that we can do more classes together.